Hi, my name is Estie. Welcome. This is our model Zenobia, and what we've done, we've cleansed, toned, and moisturized her face. We're moisturizing it now. We're using our Sheer Mineral Tint product. It's a tinted moisturizer with the SPF 20. We're using Beach Glow. We're just gonna put this straight down on our model's face, and we're just gonna, like I said before, we're gonna contour. I like to use this product before because it has a little iridescent factor to it. And you want to make sure you blend it all the way out. Up and out, get it in every nook and cranny. We're going to start with our new product. We have a new cream total coverage product. We're going to start with our darkest shade. Obviously this is not Zenobia's skin color. We're going to take a little out, put it on my hand to warm the product up itself. And what we're going to do is we're going to contour our jawline, just a small line. Don't go past this area here. This is my problem spot with Zenobia. It's just right here. We're going to give the jaw a little more definition. We're not going to put it under the chin itself. We're just going to go just directly below, a small V. We're going to do our cheeks. We're also going to do this side of the nose, taking the button of her nose down just a little bit. It's cute, but we want to kind of minimize it just a little. Blending it down. Not quite onto the nostril area, but blending it down. We're going to follow this all the way up to our eyebrow. Then what we're going to do is we're going to burnish the outside edge, just on the top of her forehead. And what we're going to do is we're just going to blend this in just ever so slightly. Don't forget, you want the product to be on the face. You don't want it to go away in its entirety, because basically what we're trying to do is create a shadow. Same thing on the jaw. Just going to drag this down just ever so slightly, because remember, we're trying to create a shadow. Then what we're going to do, take a new brush, clean brush, a cream shadow brush. We're going to take a lighter color. This will be our highlighter color. Once again, we're going to put it on our skin just to warm it up. I'm going to take a little bit of the deeper color and just add it onto it, just ever so slightly, just to give the color a little more pigment. I'm going to highlight the bridge of her nose, the inside corner of her eye, because we're going to do her eye a little darker. Lighten up the Lafolia lines. Apple of the cheek, just dragging it straight across. Straight across. And always remember, use your puff, because your puff will mellow things out. You don't want to kind of touch the skin too much. You just want to keep the lines there in the area, but you want to make sure they're softer, because what you're doing is you're creating highlights and lowlights on her face. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do our base all over foundation base. We're going to use our new color 213 and a little combination of 212. We took a little deep, our color 214, 212, and 213 and mixed them up. Came up with something that's a little more natural looking. We're going to use our largest foundation brush. Once again, we're just going to moisten it up. This will make the product slide a little bit better, because don't forget, we're not using the mineral to powder foundation. So this product we'll be able to use with a setting powder. You want to get it everywhere. You just put on makeup. Don't forget, the makeup that you just placed is casting a shadow or making a highlight. So now it's important that we blend it out, make it look more like skin. And what we're going to do is take our finger and we're just going to blend this product out. And we're just kind of blending it out because we're just going to put just enough powder on to set it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to follow through with a little more highlight color. We're going to try a 212. New patch on my hand. We're just going to warm this area up. Because Zenobia's face naturally is a little lighter in this area. Now that we got the skin tone a little more even, we're going to try to put a little more highlight to it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set it bronzer. And I'm going to start on my décolletage area and blend upward. Just to make sure I blend everything in. So I'm just concentrating on putting my powder over the entire area of her face, onto her décolletage, on her throat. Next what we're going to do is we're going to work on her eyes, and we're going to take a Noir. I'm going to have my model open her eye up, go all the way up. We're going to take our black Noir gel liner, and we're just going to line the inside of her eye. Now we're going to start putting some color. I'm going to line just the outside corner. I just did the waterline on the underneath of the eye, the bottom lash line. I'm just going to line the outside corner. Just roll up the lid, go midway, get it in there. We're going to add more. Don't forget, I'm going to make my eye a little darker than normal. Now I'm going to take a large brush. I'm going to take a beige shadow. This is 287. Load it up. Don't forget I'm using this as a powder. So I'm going to blend in any cream product that I have on our lid. I'm going to start where my lightest color was, where I concentrated on making it a little lighter. I'm going to add the color there first directly, and then I'm just going to pull it up and out. Not going to be a lot of color, it's just like a little beigey color. But it will be my shadow foundation. Now I'm going to anchor my eyebrow. I took the time to lighten my model's eyebrows. I'm using a Sable Brow Gel because I want it to be a softer brown. I don't want it to be dark. Then what we're going to do is we're going to follow through with our Auburn Brow wax and gel. We're going to take an angle brush. We're going to take the warmer color, which is the powder. And we're just going to detail our eyebrow. And we'll follow it through with a little darker shadow just to give it some depth. But right now I just want to kind of anchor it. I'm only concentrating the color on the very top of the brow. Same with the other side, just kind of concentrating on the outside edge, bringing it up, giving the color only to the outside top edge, nothing more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a little base. We're going to take a little more color. We're going to start with this nice little plum. It's a polychromatic called Nova. I'm going to add some color on. I'm going to put my color strictly on the lid itself. And I'm just using tapping motions because I want to have a lot of color. I'm going to blend this color up and out. We're going to take the same color Nova, and what we're going to do is we're going to literally just make a smudge line all the way underneath her eye. Don't forget, I put a lot of product on my model's face because technically the darker the complexion, the more product it can take. The lighter the skin, it can't take a lot, so you have to be very careful. So we're just trying to put enough color on Zenobia's face so she could spark. And we're just going to make this eye a little smoky, and we're going to make it smudgy. I'm using purples because that's the color of the day today. We're going to use a little orange blush, and our lip is going to be truly nude. So our eye's got to be a little smokier than normal. I use a powder puff just to kind of pull the skin down gently. And I use this small fluff brush just to place the product on. I'm going to follow it with a small amount of color onto the lid itself, just above the lash line. And if anything falls down, don't worry, you could take a little pressed powder, clean it off later. You could have done your eye makeup before and then do your foundation afterwards, however you like to do it. But you know, since we were showing contouring, that's why we did it prior. Now this is the lighter color of my smoky color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bleed it up or blend it up into the crease line, just ever so slightly. Just putting it a little color into the crease itself, just to blend it in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of a darker color. I'm going to use a small amount of gray, taking the same exact fluff brush I used to deliver my Nova. Now I'm going to use my gray 280, tapping my excess off, and what I'm going to do is close your eye. This is still lighter in color versus the purple. It's cooler, but it's still a little lighter. Don't forget, when you do a smoky eye, that doesn't mean you have to do every color has to be black. It could be dark in tone, but it has to be somewhat sultry. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it exotic. I'm going to take a little bit deeper. This is color 803. A little bit of gray, 803. Blend my colors together. And I'm just going to make a smudge on my lash line into the top. Just going to smudge it out just a little bit. Smudge it out. We're going to get our lashes on. Get a little more glue on. Just by placing it on the lash itself. You just want to get it right up below the lash line itself. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take a little mascara a little later and we're going to go over and blend the real lashes with the artificial lashes. Just place this lash right on. We're going to take our lips. We're using two colors. Remember, we're doing a natural lip. So we're going to take our lightest color first. This is our Spice. And we're going to put it in the dead center of Zenobia's lips. We're going to take our darker color. This is Raisin Rum. And we're going to line the entire outside of the lip. We're just going to give it enough color just to give it some body. Don't forget, we're going to make our lip more nude. We have a scar on this top lip, so we're just going to avoid the bump and just dot it. Lip brush. Open your mouth for me. There you go. Thanks. Just drop it open. Thank you. And then we're just going to blend the color away. We're not going to try to remove a lot of the color. Just trying to soften the line. We're going to use a color, our Lip Toxin Rouge, barely nude, just a little bit. And I'm just putting this color only in the center. Bottom lip, little just below her tooth line, right by her lip, right by the opening in her mouth. This is our Super Gloss. And this is Rum Raisin Gloss. Taking my darker color, just literally painting the edges. Then we're going to take our Gilded and just put it right in the center. Putting on our blush, we're going to take a little bit of our Coral Sun, and we're just going to lightly to the height of our cheekbone. Same way we put our highlighter in, just straight across. Don't forget, Zenobia's eyes are so dark, I don't want to put too much color. This is our Big Wand mascara. I'm going to take my eye, roll it up, and just literally blend my real lashes with my artificial lash. Close your eye. Just rocking the bottom, pulling your own real lash into the fake lash. Just kind of marrying the two. And then just getting some mascara on the bottom lash line. Always remember, you can never have enough mascara or lip gloss. And there we have it. We did our eyebrows a little lighter. A little warmer, so her hair is a little darker, it's a little ombraged. So we'll go from there and we'll do her hair right afterwards. We did her lip in two colors. It was a small rum raisin on the outside edge, a spice berry in the center. Lipstick was approached the same way, with a darker color on the outside edge and a lighter color on the Barely Bare. Gloss was approached the same exact way as well. We highlighted and low lighted her face, and this is my model Zenobia. I'll be done with her in just a minute. Thank you. Don't forget, you can buy all our products on www.estiesinternational.com. Thank you. See you later.